Well, hey there, Purple people. You're just in time to join us for another Purple Gang Purple Style review. This time we're going to be discussing the Orc Shaman Tharnog. Recent release from the Poxxus wave. You know, he's on a brute scale body, beautiful little orc, and we're just going to dive right into it. Tharnog's biography reads, as an intermediary between mortal and spirit worlds, the Orc Shaman Tharnog's power is obtained from arcane knowledge gained from the realm beyond. In his younger days, his mystical skills were brandished as part of Queen Urxa's quiet resistance against the Orc's servitude to the legions of Erethyr. Inspired by Urxa's desire for Orcish freedom, Tharnog relocated himself and offered to wield his gifts for a righteous fight, alongside Hera Seppenshire and the Convocation of Basilia. First things first, you're going to notice he comes with his amazing staff. A lot of detail on this staff. They, again, they don't do anything halfway. When they go in on these things, they really get into detail. The bone and the wood grain. Then, of course, we've got his magic ball. Little blue orb that's got some purple mist coming out of it. Great little magic effect. And that hand, as we found out, is removable. So you have that additional hand to pose with that magic orb and the magic effect that comes with it. In addition to that, you're also got two sets of hands coming to you, left and right, weapons or staff holding, spell casting, a little more open type hand there. So you've got some versatility with this figure when it comes to what he can hold, what he can do, and what he's set up to do. In addition to the two hands plus the one hand for the orb, you have two head sculpts. As you notice, got the long beard with the feathers and the beads and everything going on in both those head sculpts. One of them has a painted face, the other does not. As to his accessories slash soft goods, he's going to come with a couple of rather large pauldrons with, I'm going to call them moose antlers that attach in there. Maybe elk, not certain. Hey, I'm not a veterinarian. A lot of detail going into these. They plug right into the shoulders, a bit bulky. They do kind of mess with your articulation a little bit, but it's very imposing when assembled. And that belt, got to talk about that belt. Look at all the detail going into that. Little pots and magical things hanging from it. And then, of course, his first soft goods. He's got a couple of pieces to go pop in there for the loincloth underneath the belt. And then a large, I'm going to call it wolf hair for lack of better terms. Wolf King custom shout out. But when it comes to the soft goods, you just pop them on in there. The brown parts are going underneath his belt, and then the wolf skin's going around his shoulders. Do it how you like, no wrong way. Getting into his articulation, standard movement that we've come to expect. Joints and everything moving smoothly, free flowing. I am liking, as I'd mentioned on previous reviews, I feel like the plastic or rubber, not rubber, the plastic is a little softer, which allows for more posability, and you're not having to break your fingers trying to get the weapons in and out. He holds up everything strong enough, with his orb and with his staff. No problems there. Free movement. You can get the T-post. You can get the arms the way you need them to go. Obviously, you saw the legs kicking about. This guy's ready to do all sorts of orc shaman magic in and out of the woods. That's what they designed him to do, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Popping on his other head here, giving you, just a little preview as to how easy it is to just pop it on there, change up your look. He went from painted out battle mode to his night on the town. Gonna clean it up a little bit for the folks to come in there and see what I'm doing. Now, as we mentioned, he's got more of the brute scale body, so I wanted to compare him. We've got, two-pack Walter right there, skeleton, Malleus, taco eating, bicycle riding friend of ours. And as you can see, obviously the shaman is taller than him. Got back-to-back, side-to-side. They obviously fit within each other because they're from the same lines. So I also put him in there with a Mezco Green Goblin. You see that obviously the orc is going to be taller than the Green Goblin. Doesn't mean he's more badass, because I'm sure this would be an excellent battle. Side-to-side comparison, you do see that, again, he's going to be bigger. He's going to be more muscly. He's not jumping around and riding around on little jet gliders. Then I had to throw in, just for fun, Ace wearing the NECA Ace Ventura soft goods. And yeah, he's taller than him, if we're not counting the shoulder pauldrons, of course. And as he should be, that's Ace. He's our favorite little Graylien coming in there from the Cosmic line. And, I just felt like we needed something to tower over him. So here we have Waldo on a purple horse. That's right. We took the roach horse and we had to put it purple gang style and
purple gang.
You can see he is definitely taller, riding around there, doing his thing and side to side, front to front, they're definitely taller. And you know me, I can't bring a figure into my collection without introducing him to the Purple Gang Gang fam. We got the Wholesome Warlock on the left there wearing his wizard goods. NECA Richard Simmons in the back on the AS body. Then we got Van in the front on the Bobby Dungeons & Dragons body with the Stefan Delatorre purple magic effect. So as to my final thoughts on Tharnog, aesthetically, beautiful figure. You know, absolutely. Look at it. Look at the detail on the pauldrons, the antlers, the belt, you know, the paint apps. No complaints there. But I will say, mine arrived in the box with his midsection detached, and putting the soft goods and the loincloths onto his waist, I kept having issues with them staying together. I did throw a little kikis in there and made that happen, and I had some issues with the arms popping out. Nothing that is not easily fixable, so it really didn't you know, turn me off from the fig. He was going into it my most anticipated figure, and I wanted him more than others. But you know, hey, my tastes have changed since then, and whew, you know, I'm still loving all the wizards, I'm not going to lie. But this guy, he is definitely a phenomenal addition to anyone's collection. And I know that some of these reviewers and photographers out there with much better skills than my own can come in here and do some really great poses and some really great photos. That's just not my strength, people. I mean, I can't think about posing or shooting action figures without mentioning D Amazing and Brett Stoddard. We don't talk about his photography enough. Great photographer. And while I got your attention here, folks, let me ask you this. I know you're watching a toy review, so obviously you like toys, right? What about free toys? Well, hey, if you have not already liked and subscribed to the official Purple Gang Gang YouTube channel, please do so. And tune in every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern for our live stream for your chance to win some of these free toys.
Purple Gang Gang.